friends, good morning. Welcome back to another video. Will here, Orlando-based flight attendant. Hope you guys are doing wonderful. After I took a few days off and thinking about whether or not I really wanted to work trips, a California overnight popped up in open time. The reason why I picked it up is because this trip is a little bit different, and I don't think I've worked this position in a very long time on a trip. And it works like a floating flight attendant, and you are working with different crews. I'm working 2 legs, layover in California, and then I work 2 legs and done. It is 8:38 and my report time is at 9:25. I'm actually about to leave right now, and then tomorrow I should be back around 3 p.m. So on paper, this looks like a good trip because the report time wasn't super early. We're supposed to get back in the afternoon. Let me finish up my coffee, head over to the airport, and get this 2-day trip started. Just made it here to the aircraft. I get to work with a Chicago crew, which I am so excited. I know 2 of them, and I am going to be with them for 3 flights out of the 4, and I am so excited. Like, you have no idea how excited I am right now that I get to work with them. I miss my Chicago peeps, and so this is going to be a great trip. It is 4:28 local time, should be somewhere around 7:28 in Orlando if I'm not mistaken. And today we just had the 2 flights, you guys probably saw it, but just to recap, we went from Orlando to Dallas Fort Worth, then we came here, and now we have a 12:01 hour overnight, so super short. I really don't have a lot of time to do much. My crew actually just left. They were going for dinner, and I think they were gonna have some drinks. After being all day on the aircraft, I really just wanted to go out and, you know, just go for a walk, not necessarily go to a restaurant and sit down, have my food, which is currently in the Hot Logic. So what I'm gonna do now is actually go for a walk, maybe get a coffee, and then I'm gonna come back, have dinner here in my room. I think in the beginning I did explain that I am flying as a floating flight attendant, and so I get to work with a Chicago crew this time, but I lose them in Dallas Fort Worth tomorrow, and then I get an Orlando crew to work the Dallas Fort Worth Orlando flight. I don't usually work this position. I've gotten trips awarded with this position, but they're not the most productive. This one is like 13 hours and it's just 2 days, so it's not terrible, honestly, compared to other trips that I've gotten. Like the other day I had a fake 4-day trip that was worth 14 hours and I had like 7 flights, and here I only had 4 and I'm just short by like maybe an hour. So yeah, definitely a good trip, and I'm glad I picked it up because then I saw that it was a Chicago crew, so that was fun. Also guys, I lost my glasses, and I messaged the crew that were taking my plane, and they let me know that they gave the glasses to the gate agents, but by the time I messaged them, they had already pushed back from the gate, so they couldn't tell the gate agents that they were mine and that I'm gonna get the glasses tomorrow. So let's just hope that when I go to the gate tomorrow, somebody has my glasses. Otherwise, I lost my favorite pair of glasses. I don't think they have a frame anymore, so I'm gonna be very sad. But let's just go for a walk, decompress, and then we'll just come back to the room. I feel like every time I see content that's based in California, it's always like, I don't know, in the 60s, in the 50s maybe, and every time I come to California, it's like 85 and dry. I don't get it. And like super sunny. I guess California is dry in general, but sunny and like 85 or 90. I don't get it. I don't get it. Where's the cool weather here in California? Okay, so we're looking for sweaters or like sweater vest, long sleeve, that kind of clothes. Honestly, I am so glad that I went on my walk. It was so nice going over there. And then when I got to my room now, I just ate my pizza. It wasn't the greatest, I'm gonna be honest, but I ate it. You know, I didn't want food to go to waste. Right now, I think I quickly want to show you guys some of my favorite travel items that I use on my flights and trips, and also on my personal travel. So let me show you. First item on the list here is this travel pouch. I tend to use this one more when I go on my personal travels. Some of the items that I store in here are my AirPods. I even store in here my iPad mini with my Apple Pen. I tend to use that a lot on my flights. And I also keep my wallet among other essentials to make sure that I have them with me, and that way I'm not sorting through my bag. Especially when you're boarding, people are notorious for just standing right in the aisle, getting stuff out of the bag instead of just having something like this to keep all their items organized. I needed something to cover my phone when I was out at the beach, and I really feel like this protects my phone and keeps it at the original temperature. And you know, this also works if you're going to like extreme cold conditions. It has a double Velcro here. It stays completely sealed. You don't have to worry about overheating or being extremely cold. I wanted to find something that I could keep on my travel pouch, and this is the perfect charger. I wouldn't recommend this if you're trying to charge your phone, like, you know, it's at like 20% and you're trying to get it all the way to 100%. I feel like this is something that you use when your phone is at like 80 and you're trying to get it, you know, back to 100, and just plug it in here. And you can actually keep using your phone if you choose to. A LED light indicator to let you know the percentage of the battery, and then it also has a port here to charge it. If you're looking for something small, something portable, something that's not super heavy, I would highly recommend going with something like this instead of the traditional big battery pack. I recently went to Europe and I needed to have a travel adapter, and this one is actually recommended by our friend Deventures, and it actually is pretty good. It has 4 USB ports on this side, 4 different countries. It has a button on this side, and then you can just put it right back. If you are tired of having fingerprints all over your screen, get yourself one of these. Dirty right now. I just use this to kind of like, you know, just clean it. I don't know that you can fully tell, but compared to how it was moments ago, it's like extremely clean. And then it comes with this clear case. Just throw it in there. It is wet, so I just let it air dry. This is a reading light, 3 different color lights. Each light has a different bright setting. Now, if you're wondering how you're going to recharge this, it does come with its own USB, super lightweight and convenient. I finally found a solution to kind of get rid of all the containers for the different medications and just over-the-counter medications in general. You normally would use like Advil or Tylenol or Aleve and all those things, or even like, you know, sleeping pills. It does have a total of 8 compartments. If you do have different medications and you don't really want to travel with all the containers, this is your solution to keep everything in one place. My favorite item of all times. I've actually had this for quite a while, and you've seen this before. I still have it. This is proof that it works. This one's kind of different because it does have a USB port that you can use as a battery pack, and on the other side it is a flashlight. A long time ago, I had shared with you guys that I got a white noise machine, and I remember I was in Salt Lake City and I'd done a little bit of an upgrade. This one is actually very tiny compared to the other one. Over here you have the settings for the volume, and then also to change between different sounds, and right over here is the actual speaker. Keeping my cables organized is super important, especially when I go on trips, and so these gear ties are actually like silicone kind of thing. They do come in a pack of 4. They are my favorite thing to keep all of my cables organized, and that's pretty much it for the travel items that I think everyone should have. If you do think that one of these items will make your travel life and experience easier, go ahead and check them out on the description box. I have listed them all. I hope that you guys enjoy those. Right now I am going to shower and get into bed because tomorrow I have to wake up at 3 in the morning. It is 6:58. I do need to be sleeping by 8, so I have an hour before I need to, you know, kind of like have everything ready, because when I wake up at 3 in the morning, I'm literally hopping in the shower, putting my uniform on, and just going downstairs to work the 2 flights and go back to base.
go day. We are working from Ontario to Dallas, and then we go on to Orlando. We are flying a brand new Neo, and it's the first time that I fly this position on the Neo, so I am not nervous, but I don't know what it's like, so something new for me. When I get to the airport, I have to talk to gate agents to see if anyone have my glasses. If not, rest in peace to my favorite pair of glasses. I have to get an eye exam the next month, so I was gonna get a new prescription anyways. So after today, I have a day off, and then I picked up a turn only because my mom is on the flight going there, and I had to drive her to the airport anyway, so I was like, I might as well just work her flight. So I'm gonna be working her flight, and then I think the report time is at like 7 something in the morning, and then I'm back by like 3, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I believe I'm off, and then I picked up San Juan turn on Thursday, and then I have a day off, and then I work for 6 days, and then I have a day off, and then I have a double turn on the 30th, 3:44. Oh geez. All right guys, so I'm gonna finish up putting my stuff away, and we're gonna go to the airport, work these 2 flights. So I'll try to say hello throughout the day. If not, I'll see you when we get to Orlando. Same day after I got back from my 2-day trip. Today I did Ontario to Dallas Fort Worth, and then I came here to Orlando. I actually got off from work around, I think it was like 4:30, and then I came to the apartment and I was like, I really need to nap, and I actually overslept. I'm supposed to go to Jacksonville right now. It is 7:34, so I won't get there until like 10 o'clock at night. And the reason why I'm going up there is because my sister's still in the hospital, and so I want to, you know, just obviously see her and spend time with her, but also my mom is flying back home to Puerto Rico on Sunday. So technically I'm gonna be there today, tomorrow, and then Sunday she will be flying back. I asked my mom and I was like, are you still gonna leave Sunday? Because at first she was going to switch her dates, and so she was like, no, I'll still go Sunday, and so I'm going to be working her flight. So I guess Sunday's going to be a bring your parents to work day kind of thing. But this trip was actually very nice. I really enjoyed the times. I enjoyed the cruise. When I was in Dallas, I lost a Chicago crew and I got an Orlando crew, and I actually knew 2 of them out of the 4, and it was very pleasant. I was talking to one of the ladies that was in the front with me. We had worked together probably in May, and I remember going through some rough times, and she's like, I don't really want to bring it up, but I remember having conversations with you back in May, and you look so great right now. And one of the advices that she had told me, you know, in our conversation was that time heals, and, you know, just allow yourself to struggle, but like pain isn't forever. And honestly, she wasn't wrong. Right now I am heading over to buy some coffee and then drive up to Jacksonville. Thinking about picking up something else, but I'm already at 112 hours and I get double time for the holidays, so technically I have 120 hours this month. So I think that's enough for me. I think I am going to end the vlog here, guys. Thank you so much for coming on this 2-day trip with me. I hope that you enjoy seeing a little bit of California, also learning about how it is to work as a floating flight attendant. And I really hope that you enjoy my travel must-haves that I bring with me on my personal travel and also work trips as well. So if you did, go ahead and smash that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. And I am going to see you next Sunday at 9 p.m. for another flight attendant video. Take care. Did forget, they couldn't find my other glasses, so apparently they're gone. I wouldn't be surprised if someone threw them away thinking it was a passenger's, which you shouldn't throw anything away, whether it's a passenger or crew. And then someone from my crew asked them as well, and they were like, no. So anyway, I officially lost my favorite glasses. These are gonna do for now. I just have 1 more month before I have to go in for an eye exam and then get a new prescription. So we'll see what we end up getting next.